Okay, let's dive into this. We're looking at a book cover about dinosaurs, sure, but we're not actually here to talk about the T-Rex or the Triceratops. Nope. Today, we're going to deconstruct how this single, vibrant image makes a really powerful promise that learning about a complex, ancient world can actually be an adventure. So what is that promise? Well, it's a promise of engagement, of deep knowledge, and, fun for literally anyone who picks it up. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly how this cover uses art, numbers, and just a few carefully chosen words to pull off this amazing trick of blending entertainment with education. All right, so first up, a prehistoric promise. Let's start by unpacking that invitation to not just learn about the past, but to actually bring it to life yourself. Now for the first major piece of this promise. I want you to notice the title, Coloring and Learning. That order is not an accident, not at all. So why? Why lead with coloring? Because coloring is the ultimate gateway. Think about it, it's a low-stakes, high-reward activity. It immediately tells your brain, hey, this isn't some dry academic textbook that's going to be a total chore. Instead, it frames the whole experience as creative, hands-on, and just accessible. It brilliantly lowers the barrier to entry, gets rid of any intimidation you might feel about a big scientific subject, and just screams fun. And just look at these incredible creatures. On any other cover, they might just be these static scientific drawings. But here, with the word coloring right there above them, they become an open invitation. It's like they're challenging you to participate, to imagine their world, and to make these prehistoric giants your own through your own creativity. But, that creative hook, that's only half the story. Once you're drawn in by the promise of fun, the cover then pivots to show you its incredible depth. Let's see how it layers on all that knowledge. First, it hits you with a solid number, 50. 50 prehistoric creatures. So this isn't just a handful of the greatest hits, it's a really comprehensive collection. That number right there establishes authority and promises a huge scope for exploration. And then, right after that, bam, an even bigger number, more than 500 astonishing facts. This is where the educational weight of the promise really lands. I mean, for every creature you color, you're getting, on average, 10 facts to discover. The scale of that number is just so impressive, and it communicates a serious commitment to knowledge. So this right here, this visualizes the book's core strategy perfectly. It's a marriage of the right brain, all that creative, imaginative coloring, and the left brain, the factual, scientific learning. The promise is that you don't have to choose between them, you get to fire up both at the exact same time. Take this mosasaur, for instance. It's not just some cool sea monster you bring to life with shades of blue and green. No, it's a vessel for a story told through data, through science, and through those 500-plus facts. So every single stroke of a crayon is paired with a new piece of knowledge, which makes the whole learning process so much more tangible and memorable. So we've got the art and we've got the science. Now for the final piece that really brings it all together. This promise that this is a guide for all ages. This phrase right here, this is probably the boldest claim on the entire cover. A guide for all ages. I mean, how can one book possibly appeal to a little kid, a teenager, and a parent all at the same time? What's the secret sauce here? Well, the formula is actually pretty simple and it's elegant. Step 1, spark curiosity with the universal appeal of amazing art and coloring. Step 2, deliver deep, scalable knowledge with hundreds of facts that you can engage with at any level. And step 3, this is the magic ingredient, create a shared experience, a place where a parent and a child can learn and create side by side. And this is exactly why this approach works for everybody. Your young explorers, they get a fun activity. The curious teens, they get tons of fascinating trivia. Engaged parents get a fantastic tool for family bonding and learning. And hey, lifelong learners get a super delightful and visual way to absorb new information. It just meets everyone right where they are. So when you put it all together, you really see the complete package. This cover isn't just advertising a book, it's demonstrating a whole philosophy. It transforms learning from something passive that you just consume into an adventure that you actively create. Fun facts for everyone. It's brilliant. And all of this leaves us with one final exciting thought. If this simple but really powerful formula, pairing creativity with facts, can make something like paleontology accessible and fun for all ages, well, what other complex topics could we unlock using the exact same approach?
Really makes you wonder, what's next?